Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you're here. Thanks for coming. Today is May the 11th, 2025. And the purpose for us getting together today is to ask Spirit spiritual questions. I do this sometimes when I'm home alone, but today I'd like to do it on here with all of you. And I hope that you'll have your own spiritual questions that you want to ask my guides. They're here and they're ready. I think they're excited. I've kind of got a dry throat going on today. So to get us started, let's just pull an Angel Oracle card for the collective. Angel Quest Oracle cards for the collective. These are really nice cards. They got pretty cool artwork on them. Well, all the cards have cool artwork on them, of course. But I think these are pretty nice. So let's get these shuffled up a little bit and let's pull an angel card for the collective. And then we'll get going with the spiritual questions. I've got quite a list. I'm hearing my guide songs right now. Okay, we got the card that says hope. Hope. Number 9 in the book. Let's see what number 9 in the book is. It says Archangel Phanuel is granting you the faith and strength you need during this time. We're going through some stuff, aren't we? And they're saying we're going to be going through more. Fear not, for Archangel Phanuel wants you to know that what you have been hoping for is now coming to fruition. He is encouraging you to remain positive, knowing a perfect resolution to your problem is possible. Be prepared for a flawless outcome and recognize that whatever you need to identify to remedy the situation is being revealed to you. Make sure to act promptly on the information you receive to attain your objective. He's creating the ideal environment around you and your loved ones, allowing whatever has been the object of your desire to flow to you easily. That's a good card. That's good news. Thank you so much. Oh, I keep hearing my guide songs. They're here. They're wanting to answer those questions that we've got for them. So today is Mother's Day, and I've got to see one of my children so far, and a little bit later I'll see the other one. And they are choosing, instead of giving me gifts that they purchased, they're choosing to do things for me. So so far I've had my gutters cleaned out, and then later I'm going to get my car cleaned out. So I think that's a wonderful way to give a gift to your mom, and I'm thankful for it. So it's a beautiful day. We're having beautiful weather in the middle of the country, and it's almost 80 degrees here. I've got the air conditioner on, and I've got flowers blooming. It's just a great time of year, you know. It's just a super great time of year. Hello, Divine Universe. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put this banner up with my email. My website's got issues right now. I'm having to redo it. So if you go to my website, Brenda T. Imagine with .me, the information on there isn't really correct, isn't really what I want it to say right now. So I'm not the one that's in charge of working on that, so I have to get somebody else to do it. But this is my email address, imagine.with.me.brenda@gmail.com. And if you would like to ask for a reading or a shamanic journey, email me there and we'll get one set up for you. And I hope you do. You'll like them. They're really enjoyable, the shamanic journeys. So what's going on with everybody? I'm going to go ahead and pull up my questions that I have for Spirit. So I'm going to type mine, I think, in the chat. Let's see, I've got another one. Let me put it in. Okay. I'm doing really good, Divine Universe. Thanks for asking. I've had a nice day. I had a little nap a while ago. Just got up from a nap about 30 minutes ago. I went to Panda Express and got my little lunch. And so my dog's laying here nearby and the cat's sleeping in a chair in the other room. We're having a good day. And I know that we have some other people who have YouTube lives going on today. And I did not know that, or I wouldn't have scheduled this one. But it is what it is, and I'm glad that you are here, and I thank you. So feel free to put your spiritual questions. What do you want to know about God, angels, incarnation, anything? What kind of spiritual questions are you been looking for the answer for? Hi, Samantha. Thanks for being here. I've got my phone down here on the side, and I can see the comments faster on my phone than I can up here on my laptop. So let's go ahead and put this first question up, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of questions you have for my guides. So this is our first question. Whenever I ask a question, I have to close my eyes and sit still and quiet for a little bit so I can hear my guides. So let's get started with that today. I got you started. Thank you, Divine. Oh, my dear guides and angels, we're looking for the answer to the question, is there really a God? Of course there is. Do you really need to ask? Of course there is. There is divine order in all things. That couldn't happen without God being in charge. God is the creator. He created all things. He is not a person. It's very hard for humans to understand what God is. He is an energy. He is not a person. He's a loving, all-loving energy. Pure, unconditional love you can't imagine. He is a bright, shining light that you can look at without hurting your eyes. Pure white light. And he moves around. He goes through the universe with his energy and admires his creations. And he is very proud of everything he has created. And he's proud of you. And he wants you to know that today. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, my dear guides. Okay, I'll put your question up, Divine. Thank you for that. Go ahead and put more in if you can think up more, because not very many people are going to be here today. Like I said, I didn't know that other live YouTube was going on. So sometimes that happens. They're a lot bigger names than I have, and they have a big following. I try not to do that, but sometimes it happens. There's so many of us that have YouTube channels, it's hard not to clash. So, my dear guides and angels, boy, I really got a dry throat today. What's about me from before that I didn't know about? My dear guides and angels, Divine is asking this question, what is it that she needs to know from before? Are you talking about your past lives? Is that what you mean? Kind of sounds to me like you're talking about past lives. I started this live stream once and I was talking, then I found out I wasn't really live yet. So I started it a second time. Yes, you're talking about your past lives. Okay. My dear angels and guides, Divine is looking for the answer to this question. What is it about her past lives that she needs to know about at this time? She needs to know she needs to know nothing about them really. That surprises us, dear ones. Please explain. This life is this life to have the experiences for this life. The other experiences from those lives were for those lives. It's not actually an important thing. It's not a need to know what happened in other lives. The time for that will come when you go home again. Be here now. Experience this life to the fullest. And try not to concern yourself about other lives, even though we know that is interesting. This is the way that it is. We hope you understand. And we wish you the best. Namaste. Interesting. Thank you for your question, Divine, and thank you for being here. Do you have some more spiritual questions? They're funny? Yeah, they can be funny. It's my shaman guides. They're a group of ancient shaman. And sometimes the angels come through too. Yeah, ask more questions. I'd love it. That'd be great. We're not going to have a high number of people in the audience today. So ask all the questions you can think of. I've got some more written down. Let's see, didn't I put one up here? I think I put another one up here. Yeah, here's one I wrote down earlier. Is the earth really a school for those who come here? Dear ones of love and light, my dear guides and angels, we are asking this question, this spiritual question. Is the earth really a school for those who come here? We'd like to know. Yes, it is in a way. Not actually a school, but a place for experiences, which you can learn from, of course. When you are home, you don't need school. You have access to all things when you're home. But you can call it a school if you like, because the part of your soul that has come here is learning things as it goes along. But when you get back home, the things you learn won't be anything new to who you are there. Try to enjoy your life. If there's a lesson to be learned, that's a good one. Learn to enjoy. Learn to enjoy your life. That is all. Okay, thank you, dear ones. Thank you for that. I got you starred, Divine. Let's just put that up there right now. I'm hearing my shaman songs. That's so reassuring for me when I hear their songs. I'm like, oh, thanks for being here. It's good to hear. What kind of connections do I have? Like, for example, star seeds. Let's see what we get. My dear guides and angels, our dear friend Divine is seeking the answers to this question. What kind of connections do I have? For example, starseed. She's asking about starseed connections. What can you tell her about this? What do you want to say to Divine about her starseed connections? Her connections are many. Through many lives, she has lived many places. Most souls do experience lives from many places, in many places. There are many. We cannot say that one holds power over another. They combine in your soul and wrap around each other in a way. They all have meaning. They blend together to make you who you are. It's very interesting, really, if you could see it. May she know what her most recent starseed connection is. It doesn't work like that. We know it's hard for you to understand, but lives are lived all at the same time. That's how they can kind of blend together in a way. One's not more important than the other. They're all experiences you come here to have. That is all. Thank you so much, dear ones. Thank you, Divine, for that question. These things are all kind of hard for us to understand, aren't they? One day we will know all about it. You are so welcome. Thanks for being here. I've got some more questions. Let me see. Let me put another one in the chat. Go ahead and ask all the questions you want. Okay, I'm going to ask this one. Okay, kind of a long question. Okay. Okay, this is a question I had made up in advance. Do all beings living on the planets, I was supposed to say, do all beings live on all the planets, come and go from the same place as the people on Earth do? I'm hearing my guide song. Thank you. Thank you. Do all beings living on all the planets come and go from the same place as the people on Earth do? I already heard yes, of course. Yes, of course they do. They all have souls. There are some that are more robotic that would not have souls. Did I hear that right? Okay. Yes, souls can occupy different kinds of bodies on different planets. Parts, parts of your soul. I'm trying not to use my own words. I'm trying to wait for theirs. Yes, all these souls come and go from the same place. There's only one place that souls can come from. You all start out together from the same place. Since the universe is so huge, we understand you think it should be different. But like we said earlier, you have also lived lives in these other bodies on these other planets. When you were home, you shed those bodies. And at that time, you looked differently. You can choose how you want to look when you are home. So the answer to that question is yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, warrior girl. Thanks for being here. Warrior girl, we're asking the spiritual questions. Anything you want to know about angels or God, or is there a heaven? Is there a hell? Are there demons? Whatever kind of questions you have. We're asking the spirit guides today. I goofed up and I didn't know that a couple other big names were having a live stream today. So people are spread out all over. Thank you for being here. Water Girl asks, is there a heaven and a hell? Thank you for your question. Hi, Paul Fried. Oh, the earthquake. Oh, man. I didn't hear about that. The 3.5. Everybody's just fine. That's good. Wow. I've never been in an earthquake, but where I live in Missouri, if there is a New Madrid earthquake, we're going to feel it here. You just missed it? Diana, Divine, I'll put that question in. I'm not sure what they'll do about that. We'll see. We'll see what they say. Well, Paul, we're so glad that you're safe and nothing bad happened where you live. We're asking spiritual questions today. And Warrior Girl is asking, is there a heaven and a hell? I think I got to get my vibration raised up a little higher for a minute here. Take some deep breaths. I'm hearing my guide songs. My dear angels and guides, our dear friend Warrior Girl is asking, is there a heaven and is there a hell? Yes, there is a heaven. Hell is relative to your experiences. Heaven is your home, where you come from. That's what people refer to as heaven. And it is heavenly, and it is lovely, astounding. If you could be there now, you would be astounded. Its loveliness is beyond your imagination. But it is your home. It is where you come from. It is where you belong. And you will go back there again. And yes, everyone does go back there again. No one is thrown out and kept away. That's a myth. People can create their hell. They can create a hell on earth where they are. And they can take it with them when they pass over for a little while. But it does not remain so. You are creators. So the answer is yes, there's definitely heaven, and there can be hell experienced, but it doesn't last. Everyone will go home. Thank you. Paul, you're hilarious. Let me look up here and see if I missed any questions. Warrior Girl said, I knew the answer, but have more now. Good. Diane, we will ask your question. I'm not sure what they'll do with that. Yeah, we're so glad you're safe, Paul. Yeah, Warrior Girl, I think you're right about that. Mir My God songs, Waltzing Matilda, the Aborigine group is here, the Ancient Shamans. They were excited. I kept hearing their songs before I came on here. So I knew they were excited and wanted to come answer your questions. Dear ones of love and light, our dear friend Divine Universe is asking what the name of her guides are. Let's see what they have to say. Well, right away I heard we cannot tell you that. Can you say more about that, please? Your guides can communicate their names to you if they wish you to know. They are wise. And we won't interfere there. It's something to not concern yourself over. Yes, people think it's fun to know. We understand. But please don't be obsessed about it. Their names make no difference. It's the feelings they give you that matter. Love them and talk to them. Be open to hearing them. And the day may come when they give you a name. Sit with them each day. Set time aside each day to sit with them, to spend time with them, to open your mind and allow yourself to hear them speak to you. They love you and they'll love you forever. This is all. Thank you so much. Is there a restroom in heaven? Oh. I'm waiting for my computer to catch up with the phone. I see there's things happening on the phone. Well, come on, computer. Huh. My phone is way ahead of the chat comments on the computer. Oh, wow, there's so many more comments on my phone. Okay, I think it's starting to catch up. Paul says, I love to have fun. We're glad you do. Paul says, I heard you have a lot of fun up in heaven from your grandmother a year ago. Warrior Girl says, how about being star seeds? We were talking about star seeds a little bit earlier, but we can talk about star seeds again. I was under the impression we returned to our native starseed planet example. I'm from Andromeda, so now I'm confused about heaven from what was shared. Earlier, they told us that everyone from all the planets come and go from the same place of creation. Let's ask this question. Diane said one of your guides did give you the name, but you couldn't understand it. They always want to be funny. Warrior Girl's asking, my dear guides and angels, about being starseeds. She was under the impression we returned to our native starseed planet. Example, I'm from Andromeda. So now I'm confused about heaven from what was shared. Do, 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 do. We'll sing Matilda. Thank you for being here, my dear guides and angels. What can you tell us about Warrior Girl's question? She's under the impression we returned to our native starseed planet. My guides and angels, I ask to connect with you in a strong way at this time and answer this dear one's question that she has in her mind. What about returning to the starseed planet? I heard you return to your creator. There is no starseed planet. You have lives on planets. You could say you've been planet hopping. Some spend more lives on one planet than others. You may have many lives on one planet and few on others. Please tell us more. Please tell us more. What about the starseed planet? You are a seed sent from God. Your soul, you could say, is like a seed sent from God. And it breaks off into many lives in different places. We don't understand what God is. It's a great energy. He is a great energy. He calls you back when it is time to his heart where he wants you to be with him. He desires we were all with him again. He's waiting for us to return there. One by one, it seems. You may favor a certain planet. You may love life on one planet more than the others. And it makes you feel more connected there. And that's wonderful. When it's time, we will all return to the Creator. We all came from the same place, and we will go back there one day. Namaste. That's what I got, warrior girl. Thank you for asking questions. It's great. Let's see what else we have going on. You're saying karma no longer exists moving forward? Is that what you're saying? And karma no longer exists moving forward. Oh, Paul went to dinner. Good for Paul. I wish I was going to dinner. I guess I could cause myself to go to dinner. Paul said, I heard you have a lot of fun up in heaven. Yeah, I read that already. Okay. Oh, Divine Universe says she calls her guides by their light that they show you. That's very cool. Divine Universe had to go get some rest. So Warrior Girl is asking another question. Thank you for your question. I need to get my phone and my computer all in the right place. I'm here, still hearing my guides. So Warrior Girl is saying, so our soul, spirit, essence isn't infinite then based on that answer. Dear guides and angels, we still have more questions. We're asking you would answer this question for our dear friend Warrior Girl. Our soul spirit essence is an infinite then based on that answer. Your essence is infinite. It will always be with the Father. It doesn't go away. It gathers together with the Father. Very hard to understand, we know. You can trust that you are infinite. We exist in the Father. No matter where we're at, we are in the Father. This all-encompassing love energy. And we are all on our pathway back home to be with Him infinitely. That is all. Thank you, Warrior Girl. Thank you so much. Let's see, I believe I had some more questions written down. Okay. I'll enter it here into the chat. Hi, Akila. Thanks for being here. Akila, we're taking spiritual questions today if you'd like to ask anything about spirit. So this is one that I put in the chat. Can angels live a human life in a human body? My dear angels and guides, we're asking this question at this time for an answer to this question about angels. We're so interested in angels, aren't we? Where I am anyway. I'm pretty interested in angels. My shaman song is playing. Dear ones, can angels live a life, a human life, in a human body? I already heard, no, they can't. They don't do that. Angels are angels. They are nothing else. God created them as angels. They can be on earth briefly. They can appear as they choose to appear. They don't remain. Their vibration is too high. It's not where they belong. They love you. They love humans. They love to be near you, and they are near you. But they're in a higher vibration, supporting you from there, watching over you from there. You can talk to them. They hear you. They want you to talk to them. Please do. But they do not live a human life in a human body. Namaste. Okay. Well, I was going to ask also if angels really have wings. Do angels really have wings? Oh, I like that question, Warrior Girl. Let me put your question up first. Can they take over a human body for a brief moment to help us on our path? My dear guides and angels, we continue to have angel questions, please. Of course. People are interested in angels, we know. Warrior Girl is asking, can angels take over a human body for a brief moment to help us on our path? They do sometimes. They can, in a way, move in temporarily and cause something to happen that needs to happen or protect you. But it is brief. That word is key. It is brief. Just for a moment. They don't want to intrude on your life or on your free will. Yes, they can help keep you on your path in that way. Thank you. You've had it happen. Cool. And do angels really have wings? In a way, they do because of their energy swirling around. That is what has been caused some to picture wings because of this energy around them is swirling around, and it seemed like wings. The ancients saw them and described it to others. But it is their energy that can seem like wings. Thank you. Warrior Girl says the Merkaba moves so fast it sounds like wings. That's very cool. Well, 1 hour went by really fast. Warrior Girl says we all have a Merkaba, light body too, from what I understand. Nice. Well, let's ask that question. Yeah, I think it's fun. I've been on here for almost an hour, but I want to go ahead and ask this question. Yeah, Kim and Terry both were having a live YouTube today at the same time, and I didn't know it when I scheduled this one. So I try to watch for that, but sometimes I miss things. But I am so grateful for you that are here. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. My dear guides and angels, what would you like to say about the statement that we all have a Merkaba light body? I'm hearing my guide song. What would you like to say about all of us having a Merkaba light body? I want to try really hard to hear them really good. This question is complicated. A Merkaba is a complicated thing. It's hard for you to understand and picture as humans. It does exist, yes. It is part of your light body, you could say. It is energy, it's a very strong energy. And yes, it moves fast. It's high vibrating, high vibration. It keeps you afloat. I heard the word afloat. Holds you up, so to speak. Enables you to be here. It will take you back to heaven one day. That is all. Oh, you were on there, Warrior Girl? Yeah, I know a lot of people were on there. Thanks for coming. So Akila says, we're grateful for you and the messages you bring forth. Thanks, Akila. Thanks for coming. Warrior Girl says, it is beyond our auras. I can share both, either with someone if I want to. It happened with Sun Psychic Jean. Awesome. That is so interesting. That is so interesting. Well, thank you so much. I've been on here for an hour, and my tummy is thinking I need to think about supper. It is 5 p.m. where I live. Yeah, isn't that interesting, Akila? So I'm going to get going, and the next time I schedule one of these, I'll try to make sure I don't have a big, huge conflict with it. And Warrior Girl says this is a real treat today. Thank you, Brenda. You're so welcome, and thanks for always being here. I appreciate you. So I'm going to take off. And talking about angels, remember Jesus says in the Course in Miracles that angels always hover near. Talk to them. Ask them to help you. They love you. See you Wednesday at 2 Central Time. Bye-bye.